So today I'm going to go through an all body stretch prep. There's 11 exercises in total. This is by no means a definitive list, but I've written this for my husband because he's quite tight. He doesn't stretch enough and he needed a bit of structure just to stretch before he started training. So the first one I'm going to do is a front quad. So you're going to lay down before you train. So you breathe in, grab the leg, breathe out, get that deep stretch into the quad. Release off the stretch as you breathe in. As you breathe out, you pull into the stretch. So I'm going to do 5 on each side. From there, we're going to go to a pec stretch. So you're going to put one arm out to the side, lay face down, opposite leg. You're going to come over and get a stretch into your chest. Come back. You can go arm out straight, breathe in, and then breathe out. Get that stretch. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. From there into a push-up position, straight into a down dog. Drive the heels into the ground to get stretch to your calf. Come up with the knee, hip on the floor. Breathe out and come over. Stretch into the glute, and then come up. You're going to change legs. From the front, it looks like this. Bum into the air, heels into the ground. Nice calf stretch. Knee in the center of the hands, hip on the ground. Breathe out and come forward. 5 each side. Then we're going to go into a cat camel, just a bit of lower spine mobility. So you're going to just gently tuck your pelvis under, look between your legs. So you're going to tuck a little bit through the back and then arch the back a little. You don't want to go to excessive ranges of motion, just for the purpose of this exercise. Just arch the back, around the spine, and like that. So we're going to do 5, just a gentle rocking motion of the lower spine. Move on to the elbows, same thing. Tuck the chin in, round the back a little, and then everything back out to a neutral spine. And then breathe out. Right. From there, going to the world's greatest stretch, or a variation of. I'll use a step this time. Just to show you variation. If you can't do this with your hands on the ground, you can elevate. So you have your hands up here. From there, drop the foot in, drop the hip down. So you're going to get a stretch at the front of the hip. I'm going to get you to twist one way, then twist the other. And in this position, string, then you bring it back, change legs, drop the hip, twist one way, twist the other, and then straighten that leg to get the stretch down the back. 5 each side. From there, we're going to go to a short adductor stretch. We'll do it from the side. So your knees are out really wide. Hands in front, you sit back. You're going to get a stretch in your inside leg. From there, you're going to come forward, drop the hips forward, open up the hips, and then come back down to sit in. Try not to tuck it under too much. If you keep the hips up, it will increase the depth of the stretch. You can also go onto your elbows to increase the stretch as well. 8 of those. Then we're going to do a thoracic rotation. So hands out in front. Same with the head. You're going to come in, touch the elbow to the arm, and then reach up and out. Okay, so we're not coming forward. We're going to sit back. We're trying to get the stretch into your upper back. 6 on one side. Change hands, tap the elbow, and then rotate out, pushing your hand into the ground as you do that. From there, we're going to do a long adductor stretch. So do it from the front. So one leg out to the side, feet facing forward. Make sure your hands are in line with your torso. They're not over here. Breathe in, then breathe out, and sit back. So the stretch all the way down the leg. Again, elbows down, increases the stretch. So you'll come forward, and then breathe out, and sit back. 5 each side. From there, 90-90 stretch. 90 at the front, 90 at the back. Breathe in, reach up. If you have trouble in this position, just put one hand on the ground, extend, then grab that foot, then slide forward, dropping the head. Breathe in, one again, reach up, either that way or both hands together, and then breathe out. And come down, 5 each side. Then we've got rock the boat, one leg out, one leg in. Grab a strap or your trouser bottom if you can't get to your foot. So other hand over, so say I needed to grab this side of my leg, so I can't reach my toe. Then I'm gonna have one hand here. I'm gonna tuck my head in. What I'm gonna try and do is get a stretch as I rock. So I'm rocking from one side to the other. If that's too easy, then reach further down. I'm gonna do about 8 to 10 rocks on each side. And the last one, hopefully by then, is into a straddle. If you need to increase the height of your hips because you find this position quite uncomfortable to sit in because you're falling back, then sit on a low step or some foam blocks. So as wide as you can, breathe in, extend. You're going to come over, breathe out, and breathe in, and then other side, come down, and then we're going to put one hand out in front, breathe in, reach up, come over, and then repeat on the other side. 4 each side again, and then to the center. So breathe in, reach up, and then come down as far as you can to this stretch, and then breathe in again, reach up, then come forward. 4 of those. And that's it. All body stretch prep, probably about 10 minutes in total. Give it a go and enjoy the gains.